Hi Virgo, this is Wendy from Wendys Tarot. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be asking the cards, what are your person's true intentions with you? All right, let's get started. Just as a reminder, these are general readings. They might not resonate for everyone, but if it resonates for you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. Keep in mind, roles can be reversed sometimes in these readings. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, here we go. Spirit, angels, and guides, please show me what are this person's true intentions with Virgo, whoever it is that Virgo is connecting to and dealing with in love, please. What are this person's true intentions with Virgo? All right, Virgo, first card we have here in their intentions is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Let me show you the card upright. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, okay. All right, before I say anything, let me just clarify. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit. Some of you might be dealing with a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. All right, we have the Knight of Wands. We also have the Four of Cups. And we also have the Seven of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have here the World. We have the Nine of Wands and we have the Page of Wands. So Virgo, it just kind of looks like this person doesn't want you to go anywhere, you know. There's an energy of them like wanting you to stay. Yeah, they don't want you to go. They don't want you to leave. They want you to stay. But I feel like you're in this energy, Virgo, of stay for what, you know? Stay for what? Why should I stay? For what reason? What good reason is there to stay? Or what good reason is there for me to like go back to you? All I ever experienced with you is, you know, or all I've been experiencing with you is disappointment, you know, and I'm unhappy, and you know, some of you might feel like this person just keeps wasting your time. Let me just clarify here. Spirit, how does Virgo currently feel about this individual, please? All right, so we have the King of Cups. Let me show you the card. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you feel like your love is being wasted on someone who doesn't really love you, basically. Yeah. You feel like your love is being wasted on someone who doesn't really love you, or you feel like your time, your energy, your investment, your efforts are being wasted on someone who doesn't give any of those things back to you. You know, it's a very one-sided relationship. Let's see this person's feelings for you. What are this person's feelings for Virgo, Spirit? The person Virgo's connecting to and dealing with in love, please. What are this person's current feelings for Virgo? Okay, Virgo. Looking at their feelings here, we have the Ace of Swords. Some of you might be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The current feelings is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Tell me about that energy, Spirit, please. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Hold on, let me try to figure this person out. Clarify Ace of Swords in reverse. King of Swords. Ooh, this person's a liar. They're definitely showing up as a big liar. Male or female with the King of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So no feelings. There's no feelings here. I asked what are this person's current feelings for you, and there's no cup cards. No water element here. This person doesn't really care about you, Virgo. So I think you already know that, or I think you've already figured that out, you know, which is why you want to leave. Because this person doesn't really care about you. They don't really love you. They're more interested in, I don't know, whatever this is with the Ace of Pentacles, your money, you know, your resources, your time, your energy, your worth, you know, whatever that would be here in this situation. They're more interested in your worth and your value and the things that they can obtain from you and the things that you can provide for them. Yeah, they see you as someone who, you know, it benefits them to be with someone like you. Either because of what you have, what you possess, or because of the type of person that you are, you know? They feel like it's beneficial for them to be in connection with you, or to be in a relationship with you. They're thinking very strategically here with the King of Swords, you know? They're thinking very calculatively. But with the Ace of Swords in reverse, this is someone who they want a lot, right? With the Ace of Pentacles, this is someone who wants a lot, but they want others to give it to them. You know, they're not the type of person to go. They're not the type of person to, like, you know, obtain things for themselves, you know. Like, so for example, if this person wants to be, like, you know, wealthy, like, they're not the type of person to, like, create their own wealth. They're more of a person who wants to get with someone who's wealthy so that they can enjoy the wealth that the other person has, you know, instead of they themselves creating their own wealth. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this person here, if that makes sense. Like, they don't like to do too much work, you know, or like they don't like to get their hands dirty, you know, in the sense that, again, they don't like to do too much work. Like, they don't like to go out of their way for anything. They like for things to be, like, easy and handed to them on a silver platter, instead of them, you know, working for themselves. Kind of like a leech, right? Yeah. Kind of feels like a leechy energy. You know, you've been waiting for this person to change, Virgo, because we do have the Four of Cups here. So it kind of looks like you've been giving this person some time, you know? Yeah, you've been giving them some time. You've been giving them chances. But it just kind of looks like you're not getting anywhere with this person. So the more you stay with this person, or the more you continue to deal with this person in whatever way it is that you're dealing with them, the more you the more you're hurting yourself here with the Nine of Wands, you know? The more you're hurting yourself, the more this whole situation is taking away from you. And depriving you. Depriving you of the good things that you're supposed to be experiencing, you know, that you deserve to experience. It's just not fair, you know. It's just not fair. So let's get a card of advice, because that seems to be what I need to do here. I don't think we need to look more into this person. I feel like it's pretty clear and straightforward what this person is all about and what this person is interested in, you know? So let me see. Spirit, any advice for Virgos who resonate with this reading, please? Any word of advice for those Virgos who need it and who resonate with this reading? Thank you, Spirit. All right, so first card we have here is, what is this? 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay. 10 of Swords. That's an ugly picture, an ugly illustration there. You know, you know what I'm noticing? It almost looks like the worse you are, the better they are, which is very twisted, which is pretty sick and twisted, you know? Yeah. The more you fall, the more they rise. The more you fall, the more they rise. So I feel like the advice is stop, you know, elevating this person and elevate yourself. Let me clarify that. Yeah, I keep getting that, like the worse off you are, the better off they are. It's just very, very backwards and very twisted. Four of Pentacles. Ooh, start being greedy. Not greedy, or is it greedy? Not selfish. Selfish. Start being selfish. In a good way, not in a bad way. Four of Pentacles is the card of when someone is selfish, you know? So I don't mean it in the way of being selfish in a bad way. I mean it in the way of like, stop giving, stop giving this person your energy, your time, your money. You know, if this person has issues, if they need help, you know, if they're in some sort of trouble, then, you know, tell this person that they're going to have to figure it out on their own, you know, because you're not going to help them and you're not going to assist them. You're not going to support them. You're not going to, you know, you're not going to be there for them in any way. You know, make yourself unavailable to this person because they don't, it looks like they don't really respect you. You know, they don't respect you. They don't value you. So, you know, stop feeding this one-sided relationship. You know, stop feeding into this one-sided dynamic that this person has created between the two of you. Is what I'm getting as the advice here. All right, so Virgo, I hope that made sense to you, and I hope this helped in some way. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Take care.